Today, Jesus is reminding us about the cost of discipleship. He talks about renouncing things, which we can also understand in terms of detachment. Detachment from family, detachment from any worldly pleasures, detachment from material things for the sake of the kingdom. But also, he talks about the cross. He says you should be ready to carry the cross if you want to be my disciple. If you are running away from the cross, you cannot be my disciple. Because first of all, our Master Jesus himself embraced the cross. He didn't run away from it. He embraced it until the very end. And he says even those that are to be my disciples should go through the same path. We have to embrace the cross. In our case, this cross would be the challenges that we go through at personal level, at family level, those things that make our life very difficult, those things that make it even very difficult for us to pray. That is the cross that Jesus is talking about. He's saying, embrace that. Let it be part of your life, because that is what determines your discipleship. And this is what makes discipleship even difficult. And many people have actually run away from Christianity because it was difficult for them to bear the cross. And how did they run away from Christianity? They stopped praying because they had a problem. They stopped going to church because they quarreled or because they were going through some challenge as a family or as an individual. They stopped attending to anything religious because they felt disappointed by God. How can this same God that I serve so much, that I have always dedicated myself to, not save me from the calamity that I'm going through? This and many other questions run through people's minds. And when they're not able to find answers, what do? They run away from Christianity. They run away from Christ. Today, as we speak, they are no longer disciples of Jesus. So there is the cross on one end, but the other end, there's also detachment from disturbances. When we talk about especially detachment from material things, Jesus is not talking about hating material things. Because in fact, even the church needs material things to function. You can even say the church needs money to function. So detachment from money, detachment from material things is not the same thing as completely renouncing material things. Detachment from these things is in such a way that they do not shift your focus from what is important. When you have money, is it shifting your focus from that which is more important than money? Is it shifting your focus from Jesus such that you begin just to focus on money, on this particular property? The things that we accrue on this earth are meant to help us become even good disciples. So detachment from material things should go as far as not allowing the material things to disturb us. Many of us have allowed ourselves to be disturbed by things of this world. We're talking about money, material things, sometimes even just power, earthly power. Many of us have allowed these things to get to our heads such that we are not talking about evangelization anymore. All we're just talking about is our authority, my authority. And that is what deviates our attention from what is more important.